These days could well be the last for Iraq to remain united. The Kurdish region in northern Iraq is preparing for a referendum on self-determination.
We have suffered a lot as Kurds, and it's our right for our own state.
At the Kurdish parliament, arrangements and technicalities are being worked out.
We are going to hold a referendum in the disputed areas that have come under our control. And then, at a second stage, we will decide our future either as an independent nation or as part of federal Iraq.
The Kurdish region has enjoyed autonomy since 1991. It remained largely stable and prospered after the US occupation of Iraq in 2003. That stability brought billions of dollars in investment. The discovery of large oil reserves, start of oil production, and building a pipeline to export oil has revived Kurdish aspirations of independence. Kurds made territorial gains in June when Iraqi army troops collapsed after a lightning assault by fighters from the Islamic State and Sunni rebels on a number of cities and towns. Kurdish forces moved in to control all the areas it had disputes with the central government in Baghdad. They controlled the oil city of Kirkuk, including oil fields. The Kurdish region exports between 100,000 and 150,000 barrels of oil every day. It hopes to reach 500,000 barrels a day by the end of 2014, with plans to increase production even further. And that, Kurdish officials say, would sustain the viability of their much-awaited state. Sherko Jawdet heads the Natural Resources Committee in the Kurdish parliament. He says the region is rich.
We have 5% of the world's oil reserves. We have many resources. We are confident we have different resources to pay for our needs.
But the Kurdish regional government has problems too. It remains largely dependent on the federal government in Baghdad for its budget. It lacks the necessary infrastructure for increasing its oil production capacity. The enclave's economic viability relies on surrounding countries that are opposed to the creation of a Kurdish state. The decision to declare Kurdish state may lie in the hands of Kurdish leaders, but the state's survival will depend on regional and international powers. Omar, Saleh, Al Jazeera, Erbil.